It's been a rainy, nasty day today, but a lot of that's moved out, right, Simone?
Yes, Sarah, the rain threat is over for us. It was pretty short-lived this morning. Left behind is going to be some cooler temperatures overnight. Definitely a night you might want to cut the heater on. All of that was following a cold front that moved through today, now starting to make its way into western Tennessee and Mississippi. We're going to just be left with some cloud cover behind that overnight. So seeing clearing skies here in the metro, but that cloud cover left across northern and eastern portions of the state. As we continue overnight, that front will continue pushing east. We'll see more of those clearing skies into Sunday, keeping up the sunny skies throughout the day, where temperatures going to be similar to what we saw this afternoon in the 50s, but with lots more sunshine. I'll have a look over the next several days coming up later on in the show, so make sure you stick around.
Just into the newsroom minutes ago, North Little Rock police are investigating after a man is shot and killed. The victim was found in the area of Perrin Road and Kier Drive just before 3 this afternoon. Officers have not named any suspects yet, but if you know anything, you're asked to call police. New tonight, police in North Little Rock are investigating after a person is left shot during a robbery attempt at a Waffle House. Police responded to the Waffle House on Camp Robinson Road just before 9 last night. Customers inside the restaurant said a man entered with a gun demanding money. That's when he shot the gun, hitting a woman. She was later taken to the hospital. It's unclear if that woman was a worker or just a customer. Right now, there is no information on who that suspect might be. But if you know anything, you're asked to call police, and you can stay anonymous. Now to some stories stopping national headlines tonight. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the country holds its head in sorrow tonight after 3 Israeli hostages were accidentally killed by their own soldiers. The 3 were waving a white flag when they were shot and killed. A preliminary investigation found the soldiers broke the rules of engagement. Now speaking earlier today, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu saying, quote, "We will learn the lessons, we will apply the lessons, and we will not let go of the military and political effort to release the hostages." The U.S. has been pressing Israel for a timetable to end this phase of the war and move to more targeted raids of Hamas leaders to avoid civilian casualties in Gaza. Back here in the U.S., Rudy Giuliani didn't bat an eye as the jury announced he must pay 2 Georgia election workers $148 million in damages.
Today's a good day. A jury stood witness to what Rudy Giuliani did to me and my daughter. The flame that Giuliani lit with those lies and passed to so many others to keep that flame blazing changed every aspect of our lives.
Giuliani was found liable for defaming Ruby Freeman and her daughter Shay Moss after claiming they flipped votes while working as Georgia election workers in 2020. The total awarded to the 2 women included more than $33 million in compensatory damages, $40 million for intentional infliction of emotional distress, and then the most surprising number, $75 million in punitive damages. Giuliani, who had said he planned to testify, opted not to at the last minute.
The absurdity of the number merely underscores the absurdity of the entire proceeding.
My country had a president imposed on it by fraud.
Those are conspiracy theories, sir.
These are not conspiracy theories.
Giuliani plans to appeal. Appeals in federal civil cases can be lengthy, making it unclear if or when the women will see any money. Poison control centers across the U.S. are starting to see more overdoses due to a popular weight loss drug. From January to November, centers received nearly 3,000 calls involving semaglutide. That's the active ingredient in Ozempic, Wegovy, and other weight loss drugs. Too much of it can cause nausea, vomiting, and stomach pain.
It's so important that we, the prescribers, walk through with the patient. Here are things to watch for. Here are side effects that tend to happen with these medicines. And then also we, the prescribers, have to really select carefully who we prescribe it to.
Doctors urge users to take note of any side effects and to get in contact with their doctor if anything seems out of the ordinary. Sticking with health tonight, with the holiday season among us, doctors want to warn you about the pressures this time of year and how it can impact your heart. More cardiac deaths occur on Christmas Day than any other day of the year. That's followed by December 26th, then January 1st. So what can you do to lessen the anxiety? We asked that question to Dr. Morris E. Kelly with CHI St. Vincent.
I would tell them to remember that they can only do what they can do. They can only control what they can control. Try to make sure that they're taking care of themselves. Make sure that they maintain their usual stress relievers, whether it be walking or exercising, reading, or just taking some time away from family.
When it comes to the holiday food and drinks, Dr. Kelly says everything in moderation. As for warning signs of a heart attack, pressure in the chest, which can move up to the jaw and neck, shortness of breath or dizziness or feeling lightheaded. If you notice any of these signs, you'll want to get help ASAP. The deadlines are fast approaching as we get closer to the holidays. You're going to want your gifts shipped in time, but there are some sites that you're going to have to take into account. We'll tell you what you need to know in 3 minutes. Simone?
And we're going to have a way too early look at Christmas, believe it or not, in less than 2 weeks. I'll have all that and more coming up right after this break.
So here's the thing. 400 angels either weren't adopted or maybe someone pulled the tag off the tree and just didn't bring any gifts back. No matter the reason, there are 400 angels that right now and going into this weekend may not have the magic of Christmas that I think every kid deserves. So here's what I'm asking you. If you could, text the word GIVE to this number on your screen, 501-376-1111. When you do that, I'm going to send you a link to our virtual kettle. It's the monetary donations that we need at this point. That allows us to go buy the specific gifts, the specific clothes, for the right gender, the right size, for the right age, to make sure that all 400 of those angels have something to open Christmas morning. Here's why this is so urgent. Parents are expecting to pick these gifts up early next week. We've got to do this weekend. Let me just tell you, I was one of these angels for many, many Christmases. I know the magic of opening that gift, and I can see the magic and the relief in each parent's eyes every year. I'm asking you, please text the word GIVE to 501-376-1111, and together this weekend, we can make sure that all of those angels have something to open.